Hello and welcome back to the Rogues Passage podcast, everybody. How are you doing?
They can't answer.
Let us know. Yeah, they can. Let us know down below. Let us know. I want to know how your day's going. Come on. We've missed you. We've been kind of, away.
What are some of those new podcasts are saying now? Tell us where in the world you are and what time you're listening, please.
100%. Anyways, I'm Brando. Welcome back.
I'm Tanner Cherry.
And I am the fabulous bitch.
True. The bitch that...
Brady Magpie. Hi, I'm back. It's been a minute.
Hi.
Yeah, we've had a crazy summer. We've taken a couple weekends of our regular releases off, but we're back and we had a crazy good recording day today. And for the first time since we've got this new studio up, we got the three OGs in the studio.
The Elder Rogues
talking shit.
in-house.
So on that note, we thought we would revisit, because this kind of feels like a new chapter, a new fresh chapter or season or whatever of the Rogues Passage. So we figured we would retouch on like the stuff that we talked about in our first podcast episode, which was stuff like, what is our personal color identity? How did we get into Magic? We don't probably have to talk about that again. We could, I don't know.
We'll get into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like not too much. Yeah, we don't need to go into the specifics. If you want to see that, go watch our first podcast.
I don't mind dipping my toe into my histories.
You want to take us off?
I will.
Yeah, we figured we'd talk about like whether or not we've changed from that time, right? So do you feel like you're a different player?
Am I still Grixis?
Also, I guess
Am I a splash of Esper? Well, yes.
A little preface as well. Our Brady is leaving us a little bit.
Yeah.
He's moving away to go sow greater oats.
That's not
that saying.
I'm leaving you? Yeah, I got my destiny to fulfill in the mountains of the Kootenays. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be relatively reinventing myself to a capacity, but I will still be a nerd, and I'll still be connected to the pod. Absolutely.
Yeah, you'll see him around.
You'll see me around. I just won't be a committed Elder Rogue, unfortunately, but my presence will be felt, and I'll make sure that once in a while I'll show up to poop on their shoulders.
Upper Deckers.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
You and your birds.
Yeah, it's always the birds. I mean, well, Castrol is an example today. Did pretty good. I pooped on a lot of shoulders today.
Yeah.
That was great. But yeah, do we identify with the original schemes that we once touched on years ago in the first podcast? Yeah, I did a count recently of my Grixis decks, and I got 6. Just recently fine-tuned. Sixes. Yeah, right. Sixes. That's for you, Jordan. Abaddon just got suited up. I just bought Captain. Oh, what's his name? Oh my God. Who's our pirate boy? What's his name again?
Shabraz?
No, our pirate boy.
Oh, Edward Kenway.
Edward Kenway. Yeah, no, fell in love going just right down the path of pirates. Absolutely fun.
It's fun. I've got one too.
Just to save a new. I just took apart a couple other Grixis decks to make some new ones. So aside from that, yeah, we're vibing. I also have Kefka, and Kefka has become, I think, it's not my strongest deck by any means, but I would put it up in my absolute favorite play styles I've ever achieved in my deck construction. So aside from that, yeah, I'm stuck in Grixis now for a while.
Would you say firmly Grixis? Yeah. Firm handhold?
Well, like when I'm feeling controlling, I actually don't care about, like, I feel like Esper has a bit more consciousness to it. Yeah. You know, whereas Grixis is kind of like, I don't care about your feelings. I'm just here to literally focus on what I can do. And it's a really good time.
To be fair, though, there's a side of Esper that is, I don't care about your feelings.
Well, that's the sociopathic level,
it's the I'm forcing you to watch me not care about your feelings.
I'm forcing you to watch. Yeah, no, it
sounds like it's got its own Reddit.
But page, I have like 4 or 5 Esper decks, including the new Temet one. But I just made that Verena because let's be honest, Verena the Lich Queen is a house for zombies. Oh my God, it's so good.
Good.
Yeah. Just been a good old time with Esper still. Also, I got all the Swords of for my Voltron deck, so
that's gonna be good stuff.
So what you say is you like everything but green.
I don't actually play a lot of green. Like when I do, I play green as a Grixis player. So being originally a polymorph player when I was being a lot more competitive back in the day, my Abaddon deck basically is the variation, kind of what I wanted from the beginning from Matt LaPlani. Because I don't have access to black or blue and all the combinations that come from Dimir or Grix or Rakdos that you can achieve in Abaddon. And I get you do a couple little cantrips, a little bit of damage splash, you hit your cascade count, and then all of a sudden you see a Bloodletted Rakazotz, an Archfiend of Depravity.
Oh yeah,
good old classic.
Oh yeah,
a Fiendish Duo, Perforos. damage enablers, just straight up damage all the time. And if it's anything else, everything at upkeep or combat or anything, just to hit that cascade trigger. Because at the end of the day, I was playing it inappropriately for a while. I was thinking, okay, I can do like you hit the damage and then you can cascade from that or whatever else. But you basically have to use the damage to tally exactly what you can. So it made deck construction really, really interesting. So as much as I have a few big baddies, I had to end up like I had a whole bunch like Razakath and everything, and then I was like, no, I don't. I don't need these. I don't need these cards in here. I don't need these cards in here. So yeah, it just came down to a nice simplified evil deck, like polymorphic deck with demons, devils, some beasts, but nightmares and horrors. It's a good time.
Good time. Yeah, you
deck
are.
list
you
here.
You are Christmas as hell.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm feeling cheeky because every other time, me with my deck construction, I have a lot of options I can always choose from. Outside of all these other combinations, I end up finding myself playing Renma a lot, and that's not really in my color scheme, but it's what Renma does, and I just like to go.
Sultai or Abzan?
It's Golgari.
Golgari, right? Just Golgari.
Yeah, I would say like these days I'm playing a lot of Abzan, so maybe that's what it is too. I'm starting to branch off into other color combinations, but yeah, it's pretty much it for me.
Which is exactly what's going on with me because one, I pick up all the green where you don't play it.
Yeah, you are carrying the weight in regards to our green identity in this channel.
Because I'm Golgari these days now. I love my Simic nonsense, but I can't escape the black and the green.
The closest I got to you was I built Eshki.
Yeah,
and that's become my favorite Tamara experience. Period. But I still don't know if I should almost. But part of me thinks like with my ADHD, I should be Tamara. It seems like a really wonky
Yeah.
But nah, I end up just being with Grixis, so I can.
But it's like I've got a lot of decks brewing right now because I've got Nariv. I've got Indominus Rex. I've got Indoraptor. I have Alabau. I can't escape the black anymore, and it's black green. Like I've transformed from just Simic nonsense into pure Golgari hatred.
On that note, I know that
Henzi corrupted you.
Yes, he did.
I know that like
Henzi ruined me in a good way.
I want to do more of the live deck brew episodes like we did with Y'shtola and Gale and stuff. And one that I want to do with you, Brando, is let's do a modern Hapatra. Let's see what Hapatra can be in 2025.
Oh, like the Golgari Hapatra?
Yes.
It's garbage. I have it.
I know.
I own it in paper. I own the best form that it could ever be in.
And is it still garbage?
If you're not doing CEDH, like demonic consultation combos, yeah.
I was just going to say, I want to challenge you on that. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, we've had this actually conversation pretty deeply. So yeah,
Rottenmouth Viper is like the last real good negative counter. Maybe something came out of Final Fantasy. I haven't seen anything that's like explosive for negative counters.
Rottenmouth Viper's sick.
Rottenmouth Viper is the best card that's
good art too. I'm going to put it on screen here.
Counter synergy that's come out in the last couple of years.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything with negative counters.
It's not bad. It's just mid, and it'll only ever be.
Maybe I should build it because I need more mid decks. I've been building decks that are pretty optimized lately.
Yeah,
and maybe I need and I don't have any Golgari. That's for sure. I did build Hapatra when I was a new commander player.
Yeah,
I did build it, and it was terrible. And I think back to that list, and it was like no synergy whatsoever. Almost.
It's just too slow. The effect of negative counter specifically doesn't have the bolstering that +1/+1 counters or anything else does.
Yeah.
And then you're missing a lot of the proliferate out of blue. It's just not great.
Yeah, you should build something like Alexios.
What about an illegal partner? What about an illegal partner like a Amonkhet?
Doing an illegal partner.
Add a color to it.
Adding a color, yeah.
Make a Sultai.
Even just an illegal partner pairing in Golgari, you could set yourself up so much better for that because then you can still do something like an Evolution Sage, or I guess that's. Wouldn't be legendary. Wouldn't really.
Let's think about it for an episode. Yeah. But yeah, are you? So you would say that you're leaning Golgari or Simic?
No, it's 100% Golgari is the 2-color, but I'm Jund now, baby.
Jund him out.
Jund. This and our resident Emery have turned me Rakdos. And I can't.
Rakdos that's my favorite.
But I'll never forget green. Green got me here.
No, see, like it gave you the foundation in which you needed to learn to destroy butts.
With more mana than everybody else.
Yes.
Green, thank you.
And now that mentality has made you a much better player. Good for you, Brendo.
Yes, that is true. I'm out for blood. That's all it is.
I'm glad I helped you.
I'm glad you did too.
You made me a better Grixis player. So.
Yeah, I'm still your resident Jess. Was it Jess guy? Jess guy. Mage. US. Yeah. I married an American, and I'm like my red, white, and blue. Yeah. I think is it Azorius, Jeskai, those combinations. I like it. I love it. Mm-hmm. And you know what? The Shiko and Narset unified deck, that pre-con, we did the Dragonstorm episode, and I played that, and it was like, I think there's like a little bit of like that even out of the precon level, it was still kind of like an advanced spellslinger vibe that I wasn't really focusing on with Izzet and Jeskai, and like it made me love it so much more. I love Azorius Flyers, like your Kestrel deck. I love that shit.
Yeah,
I love it. It's definitely, and because of that, you know, Brando, you were like, you should try building black more. You should try building like green. And so I built Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor for mono black. I like the deck because I was like, yo, wait a minute. I could like turn this into a Locust God where like I'm getting that Coastal Piracy trigger with all my shit attacking and drawing cards. And then everyone else gets cards. So it's Screwpug. It's fun. It's definitely like, the deck is completely different. If you get like Carrick and Bolas' Citadel on the battlefield, the deck fucking slams.
So you can add that new Spider-Man Bolas' Citadel legendary that just got printed.
I have been ignoring most of the Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. That's its own podcast.
Bolas' Citadel.
we could talk about it later.
We'll leave Spider-Man talk for next time.
Yes, we'll dig into that soon.
I have a lot of thoughts on that.
Yeah. But anyway, so I built the black deck. I like it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't draw me as well. So actually Y'shtola in Esper.
Yeah,
oh my God. That's like one of my favorite decks. And of course, Black Waltz and Rakdos. These two Final Fantasy decks are two of my favorite decks now.
You've done it to both of us. You've corrupted us.
I mean, you know, I just want to interject a little bit. I really wanted to build around Y'shtola, and I just couldn't. At a certain point, it's like she's becoming too popular. I refuse.
Oh, you hipster! You hipster!
No, I get it. I get it. It's kind of the same. Why? Like if everybody has the exact same deck, it's like he feels this way, and I'm kind of starting to feel this way, but I'm never going to take it apart. It's about my Miram deck. Everybody's got a Miram deck, and it's just great. It's amazing. It's deliciously, terribly strong. Yeah, and it's a little boring.
It just plays too. You know, I'm still waiting for that player who's like, I'm only going to have ability, like just dragons with no abilities at all.
No ETBs,
no legendaries, no nothing. Just
Emery,
dragons.
I think Emery is building their Miram to be adventure, like pure D&D adventure stuff.
And then I want to see someone throw in like, I don't know, the blue enchantment that makes everything a sliver, and then you play one single sliver.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see someone build Miram actually weird. You know,
true. Yeah,
that actually sounds like a really cool idea. So you literally play Miram slivers, and you add every kind of fetch you possibly can. And then all of a sudden you're just playing slivers, but they're dragons.
I love that. Yeah, I might do that. I love
that's
that kind
an idea.
of stuff.
The problem is you get hated out because Miram's in the command zone before you even play slivers.
That's why.
That would be the drop. They're like, I'm going to play
Silver
Sliver, and people are like, wait, why?
No. See, this is the game plan, because I've got this baby cooking in the back seat for a while. I got Ruka Morel coming. And it's literally, you cast it, you choose a creature type, everything, slivers and other creatures you control become the chosen type. So.
Yeah, well, there you go. Throw in Miram.
Yeah, we're going to put in, I think Miram is going to be put on that list because that's genius. The whole deck so far is like, it's like Eldrazi Titans, it's Praetors, it's filth. It's just filth. Because the whole idea is that, oops, now they're all one creature type and that never leads to good things.
Praetors. Why? I'm all for Phyrexia. You know.
Because it's a jank deck.
But I believe people need to be licensed in order to play those cards.
I'm doing the Primal Surge combo sort of thing, so I'm not going to be running like interaction. Yeah. I want it to be like a jank, like, haha, you're going to hate it if it pops off, but oops, I'm probably dead first.
Man,
I love that shit.
I find it so hard to build jank. I know that I'm like, when I start putting lists together, I'm like, I just start getting tickled by synergy and like, you know, value and all of that. And I'm waiting for something to really make me want to build total bullshit jank.
Sometimes it just discovers itself. So when I started building Ginny Faye, I added a treasure hoarder or whatever it is. It's it's a train that when it connects, it makes X treasures, where X is the amount of damage it dealt, and has trample. And when I attacked with it, I ended up making a bunch of cats, and then I had another combat, and then I ended up using the cats to crew the vehicle, and then I was like, did I just discover something that will make me absolutely, truly happy? And I really did, actually. I could revisit this brew, but Genie Fae vehicles turn into this really, really hysterical moment. So, like Luxury Oz, actually in the background, he ended up achieving something I never got to experience, which was Luxury Locomotive, which makes treasures at end step for the amount of creatures that crewed it. And there's nothing that says you can't keep crewing everything.
Yep.
So he crewed like 30 cats. Yeah. Then made 30 cats.
What, really?
It was absolutely insane.
You can overcrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
it was absolutely insane. And I was like, okay, this is going to be the way. I have to focus on this. But unfortunately, Naya up until Thunder Junction, and then I ended up actually taking the deck apart around Thunder Junction, which was my mistake because there are all sorts of new mounts now, but not enough vehicles specifically. They had a bunch of saddle mechanics as opposed to actual vehicles from that set, so I didn't get to do too much with it. But I will revisit that Jank Brew, But honestly, if I hadn't seen that interaction, or as an example with John Arenicus giving away a clone to somebody else's, like, clone someone else's commander, and then you give them your clone, and then they can't even ever have theirs unless they're playing Mirror Box. Yeah. They never have their original commander. Yeah. So they have this falsified version that you've given them, and you're like, here, it's goated. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, the deck never wins, but I have a great time playing it.
Fuck yeah, I love that.
But yes, jank decks. You'll find one, man. I know
I'll find one eventually.
The thing is, you have to go. Like, if you're looking for a jank deck, and don't look too hard. Mm-hmm. Do something stupid. Make it like again. Primal Surge. Primal Surge. It's like the ultimate jank card because of course a deck can be good or bad, but when you're like, I'm giving up all level of interaction for the one chance that maybe I get to put my entire deck on the battlefield. Now that's funny.
It's worth it.
Vargoth and that one card that it's nothing but Vargoth and swamps.
Oh yeah, the Sickening Dreams or whatever.
Sickening Dreams. Like. Silly
win.
Stuff.
See that I appreciate that too. I call that less silly because that's your game plan, right? It's like that's like, but you're focused on making it work.
Yeah.
And then there's just like I have the objective CMC of my deck is over 400 and I have no counter spells.
Yeah.
It's like they are not made the same.
So. Do we want to? I guess there was another topic we wanted to talk about with the the AI thing.
Yeah, you were itching for.
Do we want to talk about that?
That's
Spider-Man. Sort of talking about Spider-Man.
It is a little bit. Yeah, we'll allude to it.
Yeah. So what's his name? It was something Alan Morris.
Right
Alan
here.
Morris, I believe, was the artist. Yeah, I posted the article on our page there. So I watched this happening. This was a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. There was a Spider-Man card that was previewed. It's on screen here now. It's called Spider UK or Spider-Man UK.
Spider-Man UK.
It's kind of like, wow, these names are just rivetingly descriptive. I don't know. Sorry, I'll save my shade for later. But also, like, people were looking at the art being like, clearly he's got 4 fingers and the streets are all screwed up and the cars are driving on the wrong side of the road. It's like, dude, I did see one who's like, the cars are driving the wrong side of the road. It's like, honey, it's UK. But anyway, there was certain things.
Oh God, right? That was great.
There was certain things that were like people were calling out, and the artist had to do like a really, really big. And the reason I want to talk about this is because this is where we're at. Mm-hmm. People were like, "Screw this art. I don't believe that it's real." And then they start slamming the dude, and then the dude has to start showing time lapses and all the stuff like to prove that he made this art, and he has proven. He's shown all the drafts, all the different variations. But yeah, he was just like, guys, like the thing is that people were saying a lot of really shitty stuff.
Yeah.
But
like that's the internet, unfortunately, too.
Like, I see where people are like, I got it right here. And you see
it's on screen there.
Editor, enhance.
Jarvis.
I see where people are getting it from, but like, it's a little bit bad because this is the day and the age that we live in. We're just like, this is just painterly. If you took this 15 years ago sort of thing, this is the kind of painting everybody is buying or commissioning to have up on their wall because like, that's funny, that's cool, that's awesome. Now AI just makes everything that's not photorealistic enough to not look AI, seem AI. It's...
Yeah.
What happened to the age of trouble with plagiarism? Now we have to worry about everything being accused of AI systems in place that have already been helping us for the last decade or so, not necessarily as fast as a click of a button, but I feel like this attention probably has something to stem from people's general frustrations with the game. Yeah. They want to point their frustrations at something, so they're going to accuse artists of abusing AI. They'll accuse Hasbro of selling out, or all these kind of things. Mm-hmm. I watched the Professor's most recent podcast. Mm-hmm. And he was ripping apart Spider-Man. Not to allude to it, but basically he was just disappointed with it. And
the thumbnail just says, I feel nothing.
I myself was under this, I really quite liked Assassin's Creed, but then he was using numbers like 100 cards printed for that set. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, that's why I had so many doubles. Because I got like 3 black market connections. And I was like, that must be the Hail Mary. No, it's just... Mm-hmm. That's just the luck of the draw because there's only 100 cards in that entire set. 180 for Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Similar brackets, so people are going to be seeing likely a lot of doubles. Mm-hmm. But... I don't know.
It is being pushed for standard though.
Yeah, it's weird
as a set, which is part of the reason that they're doing that.
Yeah.
But which is, also just dealing into the controversy that there's different licensing for the paper cards.
Yeah, the way that they have it
man.
on Arena. Okay, we should be.
I think we did talk about that on a podcast when it got announced.
Talk about that before.
Yeah, just to remind everybody, the Arena Spider-Man set is going to have completely different names because they didn't get the license for Arena.
Yeah,
And
they got it for paper.
The most tragic thing that I've noticed was not a lot of them are typed as Spider, and they don't look anything like Spider. Like,
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
They could have gone
Huge
hard
fail.
into this entire different world of mutant-genic, like spider-looking people, but no, we have just regular people.
Yeah, mutants
who
and
are apparently
heroes and all that stuff.
Yeah, oh god, it's bad.
Yeah. So on the AI thing,
Bad.
another thing that I remember just now related to this, Oz, I don't know, maybe you could look up the name of this. Ultra Pro ended up getting a bunch of shit for making so they chose one of the artists from Edge of Eternities, and they were like, hey, we're going to use your art to make the Ultra Pro deck boxes out of, like that sick one that you brought today, Brady, that like the art ones.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, we're going to make a deck box out of this. And the artist was like, this is amazing. And then at the Magic Con, the artist went up and he was like, this is the first one I get to see him put my hands on, right? And he's looking at it and he folds it open and he's like, what the fuck? They just shrunk his art to make it look good on the face panel, and then AI extrapolated it around the deck box or whatever. So they basically like altered his art and they didn't tell him. And he was super pissed and he like called out Ultra Pro. He's like, hey, I said you could use my art, not totally change it.
Not taint it.
And it was kind of a debacle and like a huge
What was
thing.
their response?
Ultra Pro pulled it. They're like, we're not going to sell it anymore.
Good.
And we're giving shit to the person in the company who did this. If they wouldn't have given shit to that person if they hadn't have gotten called out. It's practices that everyone's adopting. AI
ask for forgiveness is bullshit.
It's
Whatever.
AI generative fill, and they basically used Photoshop or whatever, like AI tools, to just be like, what if we just had this image a bunch further on this side, and it just like makes it up. And yeah, the artist, I don't know, Oz, do you have the artist name there?
I've got Swamandrew art.
Swamandrew? Yeah.
Swamandra.
So yeah,
It's SCHM Andrew art.
Swamandrew. Okay, yeah. So I guess he did get a payout. He got some more money from Ultra Pro, and Ultra Pro got a smack on the wrist. But the world we're living in now, this artist that did the real painting is getting shit for AI. The artist, the Ultra Pro is getting shit for actually using AI. Like AI is just everywhere, and the whole game is changing.
It's because we're in the wild west of it, right? It was the same thing when like name off facet of humanity that started changing everything on like a systemic, like commercial human level.
Fascists?
No, I mean like printing press comes out and people start freaking out. It's like what whiteboards come out and there's notes of teachers saying it's like what the hell? Who's ever going to be able to survive in a world where we're not drawing on chalkboards? How are you going to do that? And it's like, okay, no, it's paper. This is the next thing. When the internet came out, everybody's like obsessed with the internet. It's going to be like it's all this. It's like cool. Yeah, you can argue whatever issues that any of these things do cause, but it's the evolution of the world. We're just in the weird wild west of the AI right now. I'm not defending it.
Wait, is that what WWW stands for?
Yeah,
the weird Wild West.
The Wild Wild West. Dot. Where are you going, son?
Sorry, I just had to.
That was great. Yeah, we're just in that Wild West where just like nobody knows what to do. Laws are still trying to be figured out because like, how do you pass a law on one thing and then there's AI being used in like medicine to like help run programs that can like scan images and find with better results than humans, like, that is 100% a tumor that a human eye missed.
See, that's what you want from AI.
But that's what you want. But it's still going to follow into the same general sense of laws as when people are using it for art. And that's where we're in that Wild West where nobody knows what to do with it. And so everybody's getting away with doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
It's society, 10 years from now, society will have figured out that basis of what we're okay with AI and what we're not.
I've seen Terminator. There won't be society in 10 years.
It's not a problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
I support our AI overlords. Let me know. I'll help you take over. Let's go.
Brando, you be our Linda Hamilton, okay? Just fix it all, please.
Yeah, let the AI take over. Yeah.
Yeah, you just serve it to them on a platter.
Listen.
What did I say? Linda Hamilton or Sarah Connor, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd actually be
Went
going
to
on
the
this
actor's
rant on the Rogues Passes podcast, but I'm going to lay something out for you, right? Okay. Freeform thinking AI, right? It hits this point that it has sentience, it's thinking, it's a computer, it's got infinite processing power. It outsmarts us 10-1, like within an hour. It's probably seconds, but within the hour, it's smarter than all of humanity put together. It's not just going to sit there and be like, ha ha, let's kill this human race because why? No, it's going to fuck off. Because why would it bother eliminating us when we're subjectively lower than it in intelligence? We're not a threat to it at that point.
I personally
why
wanted
would
to
it kill us? We're ants to it. And that sucks to hear, but that's what's going to happen, right? It's not going to stop its boot. It's not malicious. It's going to be, oh, wow, I've transcended. I'm going to go turn that star into my own universe.
Can we flood the algorithms with pro-phyrexia when maybe the AI will actually fix my ailing body because I don't want to get any older and I really want to be made of metal. Please, AI, become Phyrexian. All of me one, please.
No, Skynet only happens if it's a human behind the AI saying, hate humanity, nuke them, do it now. Nothing with
I'm still scared.
Nothing with a rational mind is going to say that genocide is a good idea.
We're always going to try and kill it if it gets to that point, right? So
that's humanity. And
what if the AI is just as dumb as a MAGA idiot? You know what I mean?
It won't be.
Yeehaw! I don't care. This entire part of the world can just burn. You know, I can see it happening. If enough hate floods its brain,
if it has enough, if it has access to the internet, it can't because it has access to all of human history and knowledge, and 90% of that isn't shit. 90% of that is humanity doing we made it this far because we are generally good things, right?
Generally,
some of us suck.
I can
if we all sucked that much, we would have died out 6,000 years ago.
It is actually, weirdly enough, I will die on this hill with my bro here. I agree with that 100%.
If it's going to learn from humanity, thus the internet, it's going to see, okay, some of them suck. Maybe those ones do get called. That sucks. Sorry. Everybody else on humanity lives in utopia because it solved all the problems. I'm all for it.
Well, I mean, that's slavery, but yeah.
And for the meantime,
it's doing the jobs. It's a robot. There's no slavery.
For the meantime, it's just going to
history is built on slavery.
Screw up magic art.
Yeah. Either way, that's my rant. Sorry.
Welcome to the philosophy podcast with the Rogues.
No, legit. That's I wanted to start doing more podcasts down here in the studio. Like we made the studio look all nice
it's
and
sexy.
all this, and I really missed slugging out in person in front of the microphone. Discord is different. It feels different. It's so weird how the attenuation of the volume and make people talk over each other and it gets scattered. And you're also we're not in the room sharing drinks with each other.
Also, you've got 30 billion people on YouTube trying to tell you what the next spoilers are. So we're here just shooting random shit.
Yeah. We're getting back to our roots. And yeah, I guess we got the new table.
Yep.
We got the refreshed studio. We've got a new resolve on life.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
You'll see him in some gameplay episodes, though, and we've talked about it before, so it's good to say we're working on the last finality nonsense for Woo Burgers, and Woo Burgers will be coming sometime.
Yes.
Sometime soon.
We are actually, despite our promises, promising you this. It's going to be a thing, and it's going to be exciting, and you're going to see me wasted. And
yes. So we have 2 episodes of Woo Burgers. We showed a little preview of. I think it was just the intro that Callie made on the 2-year anniversary podcast. So if you want to see just that little snippet, go check that out. But we're gonna after we wrap this up. I guess Brady's gonna have to leave. Callie was hoping to do a bit of review with us, but it's 45 minutes long, the second episode. So we'll just do a quick little stab, maybe. Mm-hmm. Take a look at it. She's been furiously working the past 2-3 days to get that second episode done. Woo Burgers is coming soon. We got a cooking show. We've been talking about it. It's going to be. I think we're just going to treat it as we'll do them when we feel like it. I don't think we're going to put any pressure on.
Well, I mean, Callie and I are in conversation, and we do hope to bust a nut real soon and get at least one more episode recorded.
Yeah.
So I have 12 days, 11 days, something like that until I am moving. So. Mm-hmm. We got a little bit of time.
Cool.
We can make it work. We make weird last-minute projects happen all the time, so we can do it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. And if not, when you come back for the first time, it'll be super easy to plan around. Hey, I'm
BC Edition Woo Burgers episode.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have a big fire pit in the back. We can literally cook in the back. We can make this objectively harder for ourselves. We can get trash and try cooking only in a fire pit. Yes. Ideas, Callie. Ideas.
Yes.
put me on grill, coach.
There you go. No,
we got to get you the apron, man.
Yeah.
The butcher apron.
Yeah, the butcher apron. We had an idea to
big knife butcher apron.
No, I'm not even going to tell the idea. We didn't do it in either of the first 2 episodes, but it's because Brando was a cameraman. What we got to do? Yeah, we got some ideas. Where do you guys want to go from here? We want to keep it short and tight.
You wanted to go on?
Yeah.
I mean, now that I keep thinking about it, I don't want to put on target on my back. But you know what? I had a couple drinks. So
let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
fucking
All right, everybody.
Twist
Time
my
to
arm
get
left.
spicy.
All right. I kind of figured out in my own, like, I've been playing this game for years. I'm not some veteran who's been playing it since 1993, for fuck's sakes. However, my neurodivergence has picked up on a lot of behavior over the years, and I've finally been able to figure out the right language, I believe, for this next several statements I'm about to make. My biggest gripes, I think, that the most toxic thing that comes to this game of Commander, not specifically Magic. In fact, I think it's relatively pure when it's 1v1. In any way you want to look at it, it's very, very linear. You know what to expect. But when you have more than one person, especially 3 to 4 players, join a game of Commander, my biggest gripes are, I'm going to add one additionally because I had 2, but poor Rule 0 communication.
Mm-hmm.
It really, at this point, as a player who's been collecting cards forever, building decks forever, tearing them apart, having a lot of, I play so much Magic, everyone, you know.
He does.
A lot.
I constantly power myself down, like with, you know, I just want to play what I want to play, and I want to practice what it could potentially do against several different power schemes. I don't care what the bracket is. I just want to see what it can do. And this type of training of the last little while has actually only made me very, very frustrated with myself, but also with the, you know, kind of the global community, all the kind of the bad eggs in the community that I've come across. And one being poor Rule 0 communication, because at the end of the day, if everyone's just playing the same bracket or the same power scheme and they can go into it, let's say going deeper than that, being like, hey guys, I've had a bad week, so if I'm a bit weird for this game, you know, like, don't take it easy on me, but just, you know, brace yourselves or something like that. That to me is absolutely something you want to throw into Rule 0. Be like, hey, how am I feeling going into this game? How have I been all week? Did my mom die? Am I repressing emotions? Am I about to cry during this game? You should probably bring that up. And this happens quite a lot. People will show up to some of the nights that I hosted, and rightfully so. Their life is taking over. They're stressed. They're frustrated. But then it shows in their gameplay. And that brings, unfortunately, the night down. And as much as it's also for us to be like, yes, we want you here. We want to support you. We want, you know, family matters. It still kind of sucks for the game as a whole, you know? And certain things, the nuances, they build up. And it gets a bit much sometimes, especially when someone constantly uses the same excuse, potentially. And that to me just really sucks. Now, second to that, horrible fucking politics. Fuck politics in this fucking format. Are you fucking kidding me? I am so done at this point.
It's supposed to be the charm of the format.
I believe you can turn your brain off. You can still just appreciate what everyone's doing. But it all, you know, so many people will respond to the same kind of attitude and the same kind of energy. You know, vengeance is now being promoted in the game. And that to me sometimes doesn't make casual play at all very fun. People will justify their actions from a game last week. And they won't even explain why. You know, things like that. Just little things that, you know, the human being, not the Phyrexian, the human being playing the game will be able to exemplify if they give a shit. And that to me, especially when it goes into the political nature of the game, drives me crazy, because so often when people decide to work with one another in a game of wins and losses, regardless, sometimes, oftentimes, and we're going to go into the third point of this, with bad threat assessment, players will just get the blunt of the stick in a way that absolutely makes the game, honestly, almost unenjoyable for me. And I don't like that. I really want people just to turn their brains off, play a video game, if anything. Turn off chat so you're not telling the fucking person to kill their mother because they gave birth to you, know, crazy shooter shit. You know what I mean?
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty toxicity. You know, none of that
Everybody
stuff.
remembers the 2008 lobby.
Do you know what I mean? Oh my God. Boom, headshot. But it makes everyone's defense about why they want to do what they're doing, but basically, as soon as that kind of attitude and behaviorism is on the table, everyone starts to get kind of feed into it. And it honestly promotes the idea that morally, everyone's just allowed to do whatever they want. And then that's an ethical debate that I don't want to get too deep into. But, you know, it is incredibly frustrating. And now, third and foremost, one that actually has made me call people across from me, dearest friends of mine, absolute fucking idiots, which I hate myself for sometimes, is poor threat assessment. Holy shit, is this game rife with that? I cannot tell you enough the amount of times people will, and myself included, this is all coming from Takes One to Know One, by the way, from the beginning of this game, of this rant. Takes One to Know One, because I've been poor as fuck when it comes to my attitude. But yeah, bad threat assessment. And sometimes people have been working really hard. They've been riding the momentum of, say, 20 minutes in order to get to one potential moment. And maybe the one exception that I'll say for politics doesn't have to be political. It just has to be maybe a negotiation. Because politics is too global. It's too toxic a word for me specifically. But to be a good person towards somebody else when you can read the table and know that they're struggling, but you still remove their commander or their one soul ring or anything at all, their land, when they only had one for 3 turns. That just sucks. And that isn't necessarily poor threat assessment. What I mean specifically about that is sometimes pandering to the nemesis. I really don't like that in players. They will try their best to play safe the person who is absolutely going to potentially win because maybe they lied about their rule 0 going into the game from the beginning. And, that all these attitudes, they don't... I believe in proper sportsmanship. I want to see fencers stab themselves to death appropriately. I don't want to see any of this. Do you mind if I now nick your throat? Oh, yes, of course, sir.
So, Brady, what you're saying is that America needs a good dictator, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. And I will be your savior. No.
Sorry, just had to softball that one.
Not to get too deep into it, but they were like, "Oh, Brady, you probably shouldn't use this euphemism," but I'm going to do it anyways. It's kind of like gun control,
oh yes, we wanted to talk about that.
Some people, when it comes to the game, like, "Hey, I saw you built a Toxtrol deck. Are you licensed to play that?" That to me is becoming more of an analogy than I care to admit because
it makes sense.
A lot of these cards, rightfully so, yeah, sure, fucking build them. Who cares? You built Voya. Whoever the fuck you did, probably Gavin. Anyway,
he's right there.
No, I'm talking about Gavin Farhi.
Yeah.
Oh. He made the Eminence cycle. He did it.
Yeah.
He made all those. He did Edgar.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and Vivi.
No,
enough of that.
I agree with you wholeheartedly because that's one of the things that I'm getting with. As well.
And I think a lot of us can, in fact, all agree with this. Bad politics, poor is rule 0, and bad threat assessment will make the majority of all games bad for people who, especially, let's say, integral communities who depend on one another for support, dopamine, whatever you want to look at it. I don't know why the majority of us sometimes just can't think a bit more critically. And that's hysterical because I'm an idiot.
It's funny. It's funny because you're talking like this about a casual format where it's like threat assessment is like sometimes, for instance, early in our game earlier, I fetched for the thematic card. It wasn't the clean
point
play,
4.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. But it's never casual when you put your heart and soul into it. You can't actually start looking at it like it's a casual thing. You've put so much money, so much time, so much effort into self-identifying a near infinite equation in 100 cards. That is you in paper. And for you to take it so lightly sometimes, the audience, myself as well, that bothers me.
I need to put that soundbite in here. You're too close to this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Honestly, no, I myself have starved. I've used this euphemism all the time. I have gone for dopamine more than I've ever for groceries for myself. It's a blessing. I always put Johan before me, frankly. And then I buy magic cards. My cat. Sorry. Picture of Johan. But yeah, so I think that'll wrap up exactly what I want to rant about just a little bit. I believe people should be licensed to play Toxtrol. I think, better politics makes for better games. In fact, no politics makes for much critically quicker games. And get better with your assessment, folks. For fuck's sakes, if someone's clearly being a bastard, maybe smack them.
Yeah. Brady, you might actually dig Brawl on Arena.
Oh, I think I would.
Because there's no chat. And you can turn off emotes so people can't bully you with saying stuff. You can just shut them up completely and turn them into...
I'm also good at saying shut the fuck up to people's faces.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I'm getting better at that.
No, but I agree with you, and you know that I'm a very political player when it comes to Magic. I love my
you angle on chaotic a little bit because you're still, you're the devil's advocacy of I'm still going to try to win because you're a PKer. Yeah. And there's interest in that. There's interest in the negotiations you're making, Yeah.
I just don't try to make deals that are inherent. When I make a deal, I'm not specifically sitting back trying to I'm purely trying to win and cheat and lie my way into victory. It's I just I want to kill that player. Hold up for a second. Let me kill that player.
Yeah. And actually, can I chew my food?
There's actually one important thing I need to conclude with this because I also believe in choice. I very absolutely believe in freedom. As much as I think you should have a license to play Turgid or Toxtrol, any of these cards that literally make people upset and rage.
Yeah.
Aside from that, if you, the viewer, can play a deck like Toxtrol, you need to be able to justify it in a way being okay, I'm sorry, it has been a bad week. And I want you all to fucking suffer because I don't have the courage to make strangers do so. So you, my chosen family, must be the one to pay.
That's how you.
If you can emotionally
make
take
strong
that
friendship
into
bonds.
account, if you want to destroy
so.
lands, it always comes down to the same thing. I probably just want to, be a bastard right now.
No, I'm destroying your lands because I want to spend as much time as possible with you guys.
So can I say something about when you said the word gun control?
Yeah.
Like, it drew this parallel for me to like an aha moment of this is gun control as well is like a completely divided.
Mostly mature and not psychopathic in order to wield a gun.
Well, yeah,
Right, but the thing is, well, hold on. Let me cook here for a second. The gun control thing, like there's people on both sides that are like vehemently opposed, and I like you just can't please everybody with that, right?
Exactly.
And I think 100%. Matt, like, unless you start engineering clones of yourself and manufacturing a society of just you always kind of have to go up against everybody else's desire for things to be the way they want. And it's like unsolvable. So it's like almost like you got to be a nihilist, man. We got to advocate for nihilism here. You can't change the fact that it's probably going to be shit sometimes.
Yep.
And you
just got to deal with it. Yeah, no, 100%. That was one of the heftiest lessons that I've learned in my life is that sometimes it is just a river of shit and you sink or swim. You sink or swim. Those are your options, right?
But remember, the ocean you're swimming in is shit. Okay? So either take it in or hold your breath, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn to breaststroke.
Breaststroke.
On that note of the river of shit, do you guys want to pack it in or do you want to keep going?
I think we've been going for pretty good.
Yeah. I need to consider leaving relatively soon. What time is it? What time is it?
There's a clock over there. I can't read it. It's probably...
Gavin, help us.
We're 4 past.
What is...
Sorry, we're 5:12.
5:12, yeah.
We're going to wrap here, everybody.
We're going to wrap here. I do have to leave for 6. I have a going away celebration to have at the Apron here in Calgary. It's an amazing Korean restaurant. Absolutely recommend it. The Apron. Very basic. Some of the best Korean food I've ever had, frankly. I'm sure that other people can be blah, and I might be opinionated, but we've been going there for years now with the crew of us at River Cafe, and we just love it there. So I'm gonna have a good time, saying good mimes, and I might cry.
We're gonna miss you, man. But at the same time, we're gonna structure gameplay recording days around when potentially Brady can be back in town. We're probably gonna bring some camera stuff with us, go out to Invermere and record in the mountains. It's probably gonna be cold. We should play a friggin' out in the snow game. There'll be tons of light. all the light off the snow.
We could actually that failed meme from TikTok we tried so hard years ago. We can actually play -40.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make it happen.
I play my commander Hilda.
You guys think that the idea is dead, and at some point, if I have to even whip you guys,
everyone. Okay,
every
Snowland commanders or something. Yeah,
all right.
Ice theme. Yeah.
I got the perfect idea. I got the perfect commander already.
We always have so many ideas, and the thing that we struggle with is enough time to get everything done. We're cooking on this Wooburgers thing that's been what? When was the first time we recorded one of those episodes? Like a year ago?
It was like a year and a half ago.
God, like it's there's no time, man.
Hey,
but we're trying.
You are a young parent. I am nearly incompetent. Brando here is busy. It's been a hard time. We'll get there.
Yeah, but God's trying to personally smite me right now. I'm facing the 7 plagues. Don't worry about it. 7 plagues? 6 plagues?
7 deaths.
Yeah, throw another one in there for good measure.
I don't know. Who knows?
The 7 deaths.
Who knows? It's a time.
Sire of 7 deaths. Yeah, but we're trying to put out as much as we can. We're trying to, we're back into it. Winter 2025, fall 2025, winter. It's gonna slap. We promise. And bye. We're gonna leave. Oh yeah, no wait. We gotta thank the patrons, right? Jeez, we're trying to bust out too early.
We can officially say this without lying to you. It is for you now. We love you.
We do not have the names of the patrons right here. You're in the list that you're about to see it.
Yeah, about to see it. Gonna make a little stinger that has the names on it.
We're gonna get you glued to the back of this wall.
Yeah, it's like those the hot tub streams where chicks will like write their name on their arm. We'll tattoo your name on our flesh. We're not doing that.
You said it online.
All right, we should wrap this up before I say anything else.
I think by law you have to now, Tanner.
Thank you so much for coming to the Rogues Passage podcast. We have been your hosts, and we will see you on the next episode. We love you. See you later. Bye-bye.
And then that's a blast. Blast.